Hey there! Today I want to show you my latest kit bash, which is the Sons of Horus Chaos Warlord. And it's a warlord that actually went into the 41st millennium. So it's not a Horus Heresy miniature, but it's a 40k miniature. And I was asked to make a miniature that was based on both the Forge World Horus Heresy Praetorian as well as the plastic Praetorian. Make a bit of a visual combination of the two. So the idea is that this guy made it into the 41st millennium, but he didn't join the Black Legion with Abaddon, but he struck out on his own path. And one of the goals was to make him quite big. So he's grown on the powers of chaos, so he should be larger than a regular Marine. And yeah, that's what I did. And as you can see, he's quite a bit bigger than a regular Primaris, almost a head bigger than that. It's kind of hard to compare with the rocks that they're standing on, the hero pose, but he's really significantly bigger. And compared to a Horus Heresy miniature, like a Mark III Marine, it's kind of ridiculous. It looks like a small dwarf next to him, and it's even bigger than the new Indomitus terminators. And that's exactly how I made it. So before I started building, I was wondering how can I make this guy bigger than the regular Marines without having to scratch build or sculpt everything. So I went to the new Indomitus Terminator kit and took those legs as a starting point, and also used the arms from various Terminator kits. But for the body I couldn't use the Terminator body because it's the wrong shape. So I went for a Gravis armor torso instead, and I stuck it on top of the Indomitus Terminator legs, as you can see here. And that's the starting point. What you see here is my first sketches, so I just had the separate parts and I stuck them together with some sticky putty to see whether it would work or not. So he got a nice mace, and he's holding the head of one of his enemies as a trophy. And from there on I just started adding bits, and the biggest thing that needed to be fixed is the waist, because the Gravis armored torsos are quite thin, so it needs some work to make it fine with the really bulky wide legs of the Terminators. So that's what I attempted to do by adding some lots of cables, of course, which I always do, and some ribbons and some icons also, and lots of stuff mainly. So as a true Son of Horus, he's carrying around his fair share of skulls. But also, since he's turning to chaos, he's adding more and more other bits to his collection as well, like this helmet that he supposedly found, I guess, and some other stuff. And the most chaosy part of this miniature, I think, is the hand, which is transformed into a claw. It's one of the claws from the wolf and from the Space Wolves. The shoulder pad, round studs, also turned into some horns or some growths that come out of his shoulder. To tie him in with the rest of the Sons of Horus, I also gave him a top knot. And as final details, I also gave him some lodge coins and some more skulls and some chains, of course. And yeah, just trying to chaos him up a little bit. And there you have it. This is the fully finished miniature. I hope you got a bit of an idea of how I built it and what the process was, because I got a couple of questions about that, and I hope this clears it up a little bit. Yeah, so I hope you liked it, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.